School life as a ninth grade boy. You know, I think this is a really interesting topic, mainly because you only really experience it for 1 year. And right now, that year is, like I'm a ninth grader, so I get to talk about it, and everybody else doesn't. Haha, you suck. So, one of the first things I want to talk about is how it is the start of high school. Yippee! But that also means things get, like, a lot more difficult. Like, trying to break obsidian with a stone pickaxe in Minecraft, difficult. And it seems to go on forever. Or it's like this year and everything's going by faster than me and your mom. So, one of the first things I want to talk about is, at least in my mind, the hierarchy. And even though this may not be fucking medieval, like Greece or something, there is still a hierarchy that ranges from, like, quiet kids and NPCs all the way up to, like, popular kids. At least that's how it is in my brain. I don't know for anybody else. But in my head, what makes you popular is if you have a good physique and you play sports. Like, you're immediately at the top. And yet I am an NPC, which is like L, but like, who really cares anyway? Like, it's not like it hurts my feelings or anything. But you're a boy, so you don't have feelings. And speaking of the boy, how about we talk about the boys' bathroom? Oh my god, that the entity known as a boys' bathroom is just atrocious. Just absolute, like, oh my god. Firstly, let's start off with how it smells like absolute just cheeks. It smells like cheeks in there. It smells horrid. Unless you're smart and you go to the nurse's bathroom, then perfection. It's like always clean in there, but like that's not the point. The boys' bathroom, you'll be lucky. Like, if you get in there at a time where it doesn't smell bad. You have to plan out the perfect time to take a fat dump. By the way, taking a dump in the boys' bathroom is a bad idea, but you have to plan out the best time to go to the bathroom, or you are practically going to be leaving the bathroom tasting the rainbow without even smoking anything. Like, I'm not saying that I smoke. I don't smoke, but like, I'm sure that it's just different. It's built different in there. Like, it's a different world in there. Like, the plastic like separators between like the different bathroom stalls. Like, they'll have like atrocious things written on them. Oh my god. Or like, there's the classic meme, like the our butts touch the same seat. We are brothers. That's the type of thing that you'll see in the boys' bathroom. And that's probably one of the better things you'll see in the boys' bathroom. And I don't think there'd be any ladies watching, but like, is your bathroom the same thing, or is it like rainbows and sunshine in there? I have no idea. But the last thing I want to talk about is the boys. The boys just peak. I'm not talking about the show. I'm just talking about the boys. Simply hanging out with your bros. Like, eating in the cafeteria, just walking through the hallways, complaining. There's lots of complaining going on, but just good friends that you love to hang out with. And that's probably one of the best parts about getting older. You have a more defined group of friends instead of like elementary school where most people want to invite their entire class to their birthday party. When you get older, you have a group, like especially if you're a high school boy, you have a group of the boys that you want to show up at your birthday, which I think is pretty special. And there's only really one more thing I could ever say about ninth grade, is that ninth grade is the start of high school. And something that starts in high school, at least I think for most families, at least more like Gen Z families, is that you start to have the right to get a girlfriend. Or you're a League of Legends players, so then you're single.